I'm giving you a warning for this now. I'm being quite reasonable with
Okay,
you.
can you tell me which act and which section that is, please?
It's under Section 35 Act, but at the minute I'm giving you a warning.
Section 35 of what?
Yes, it doesn't matter what.
No, it does matter what.
No, okay. This is end of now, okay? Just because you're filming me, it really doesn't intimidate me. It doesn't scare me.
Okay.
You've got a mask on your face like trying to hide your identity. It doesn't scare me.
You don't intimidate me. You can try and arrest me and anything like that.
All right.
The video opens with a tense exchange where the officer issues what she claims is a warning, insisting she is being reasonable while simultaneously refusing to explain the legal basis for her actions. When asked to specify which act and section applies, she vaguely references Section 35, but repeatedly avoids stating which legislation belongs to. This immediately sets the tone for the encounter, revealing a troubling lack of transparency and legal clarity. Rather than calmly explaining her authority, the officer attempts to assert dominance through repetition and dismissal, making it clear that compliance is expected regardless of whether the citizen understands or accepts the legality of the order.
You all right, mate?
Yeah, not bad.
Can you switch that off for us, please?
No, I'm not going to switch it off.
Well, yes, you are, mate. This is private property, and I don't.
It's government, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't want you filming me. I have the right
Well,
for you not to
you don't
film
in a
me.
public place, no.
No, this is not public.
Well, it's publicly accessible. Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act
I'm going to have to
1972.
ask you to get off the property, please, then, mate.
I'm not going to, no.
Okay.
Just wondering if the Gangmasters and Labour Abuse Authority are in
Listen
here.
to me, mate. I'm not really that interested. I'm asking you to move off.
I see you've got a government badge anyway.
I'm not interested.
You work for the government anyway.
I don't work for the government.
What's that? What's the government crest on there? Yeah.
Doesn't mean I work for the government.
Yeah, no worries. That's exactly what they said at HMRC and they never turned up.
I'm not really that interested, mate.
So, isn't it?
Can you stop recording me?
Nope, I'm going to carry on recording.
Well, I've mentioned this to you.
As the citizen presses further, calmly asking Section 35 of what, the officer's authority begins to unravel. Instead of clarifying, she responds with, "It doesn't matter what," a statement that fundamentally contradicts the principles of lawful policing. In a society governed by law, the specific act and section always matter. This moment exposes a critical flaw in the interaction, where enforcement is based on perceived power rather than legal grounding. The officer's refusal to identify the statute highlights how quickly lawful engagement can deteriorate into arbitrary control when challenged by an informed individual.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. Oh, it's a government building, isn't it? Pretty sad. Who are you? You're pretty sad, if I'm honest.
We're sad. We're there than a living. You're
Come in.
Hello.
Hello.
You okay?
Yeah, not bad, thank you.
Good. See, I know you're filming and stuff. I just want to know what it's about, because obviously this is a government building.
Yep,
What is it about?
it's a government building.
Yeah, but why are you filming it?
I didn't know I needed a reason. Why are you filming me?
Because I'm speaking with you and you're a suspect in an incident where you're filming a government building.
Suspect? That would imply that I've committed a criminal offence.
Listen to me a minute, okay? You're zooming in on people's IDs. I can tell you're one of those bloggers. That's absolutely fine, okay? But you can't be zooming in on people's IDs when this is a government building.
Who says?
It's the law, mate.
What law?
We don't play this game where
Could you identify yourself, please?
The officer then shifts tactics, attempting to frame the situation as one of intimidation, repeatedly insisting that the camera does not scare or intimidate her. This defensive posture is revealing, as the citizen has made no threats and has remained calm throughout. The repeated references to intimidation suggest the officer feels challenged, not endangered. Instead of addressing the legal question at hand, she personalizes the encounter, transforming a straightforward rights-based discussion into an emotional power struggle rooted in ego rather than public safety.
91 Marseilles, as you can see by my
Thank you. Which
badge.
station are you based out of?
I'm based at Byron House Police Station.
Okay.
Yeah. So what are we filming? I don't really get what we're
Is this a government
filming.
building?
Yeah.
I pay for it. I can film it.
Okay, so why are you getting mouthy then? Because the thing is that you've been getting mouthy with them.
They were getting mouthy with me. I was perfectly polite till they started giving me attitude.
Yeah, because they're asking why you're filming them when this is a government building and asking for their IDs. It's suspicious.
No, not for security approaching me in a professional capacity. So
Okay, what's your name?
I'm not going to give any details.
Okay, you need to give me your details.
No, I don't.
Yes, you have. Because
No, I
you've been
don't.
involved- Yes, you do.
I think you need to get your facts straight there.
No, okay, you listen to me now. You've been getting mouthy with these people.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have. You've been harassing them.
I haven't harassed anyone. They approached
Yes,
me.
you have.
We
Okay.
have the right to approach him.
That's
Obviously,
lies.
His film, so we've asked him
Yeah.
if he wouldn't film it on private property.
Yeah, of course.
We've been very reasonable with him, and the attitude that he has with you, he's had with us too.
Right, okay. What was his reason?
There's nothing.
The narrator steps in to contextualize the incident, explaining that this footage comes from the Gwen Auditor and takes place outside Apex Court, a government building. The scene is framed as a classic example of authority figures confusing control with ownership, particularly when it comes to publicly accessible spaces. The narrator highlights how quickly filming in a public place escalates into police involvement, not because of criminal behavior, but because a citizen refuses to submit to unlawful demands. This introduction establishes the broader theme of the video, fragile authority being exposed by basic legal knowledge.
He said he's interested in the download system of abuse of authority. He's just bullshitting.
Right, okay.
Basically, I don't agree with the word that he's saying.
Alright then.
Okay.
So we would like him removed. Is that a possibility?
Yeah, of course you can. Is there
I'm in a public
anything
place.
threatening that you said at the minute?
No, it's not been threatening. But obviously he's not corresponding with us. I've asked him not to video. I've given us the reasons, which are valid reasons why he's become argumentative. And really, I'd just like him to be removed from site.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll,
Okay.
if you just want the other staff member, if you just send the other officer down, just to confirm it all, and then we'll sort it.
My staff and your colleague.
Get your colleague in the male that I spoke to earlier as well for me.
So why two vehicles on blue lights for somebody not breaking the law?
Because I was told that you were being quite abusive to staff and you were filming a government building.
Well, obviously
so
someone's
in our
lied to you
control
then, haven't they?
system, it's grade 1, which means that we travel on blue lights and sirens.
Okay.
And it's 2 vehicles because we're in a car each, so it's actually only 2 officers.
Okay.
So do you have like a YouTube channel or something?
You know, you were a bit hostile with me to start off with, demanding my details, so I'm not going to give you any information now, thank you.
Okay. Hey, old mate.
Yeah, right. He was very aggressive towards me.
Right, okay.
I asked him to move over and he says, I don't have to do that, I don't have to do this. I said, you are on private property.
Yeah.
This here, any side on this side is private property, so
Yeah.
I have to intercede as part of my job.
Yep, of course.
I did ask him numerous times and I asked him to stop videoing me, and he did take my details,
Yep.
which is a concern to me
Yep.
because I'm not a government, I just work as part of a contract thing.
Yep, of course.
The initial confrontation with the security guard demonstrates a textbook power trip, where the guard insisting the area is private property and demanding filming stop. The auditor calmly challenges this claim, correctly noting that publicly accessible government property is treated as a public place for lawful purposes. The security guard's insistence that he does not work for the government, despite wearing a government-issued badge and crest, adds an almost comical contradiction. This exchange underscores how poorly trained private security often misunderstand both their role and the law they claim to enforce.
Because I know what the internet's like, and what gentlemen like himself are like,
Yep.
and I don't want that.
No, that's
I'm
No, you
just
don't
trying to earn a living. I'm just trying to... I'm looking after my family and stuff, you know what I mean? It's...
Are you, so I'm going to need you to leave the premises.
Well, under what law?
Pardon?
Under
It's
what
called
law?
under Section 35 Act, okay? So it's a dispersal order, and I need you to leave this area, okay? Because people don't want to hear. You've been causing trouble, you've been shouting at them. And
I haven't been causing any trouble.
Yes, you
You're
have,
lying
okay?
now.
Stop being argumentative with
Stop
me.
giving me attitude, no.
No, you've given me attitude from the start, which is on my camera and yours
What,
as well.
demanding my details and things like that straight
so
off the
you
bat?
need to move your stuff. Come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm not taking anything. I'm walking with you.
Fine.
Okay?
Don't worry,
Leave this area.
on camera as well.
Yeah, I've got him on my camera as
Yep.
well. It's just silly.
I've got it all on camera. No, it's not silly. That's your thoughts. I'd rather you keep them to yourself, to be honest. You're a public employee.
What's around here then? Is this your like full-time job then, Morgan?
When police arrive, the situation escalates rapidly, with the officer immediately labeling the auditor a suspect. This choice of language is significant, as it implies a criminal offense without identifying one. The officer accuses the auditor of zooming in on ID badges, suggesting it is illegal despite being unable to cite any relevant law. In reality, such restrictions only exist under terrorism legislation when there is intent connected to terrorism, which is clearly absent here. This moment illustrates how vague accusations are often used to justify unlawful interference.
Plug in buildings.
So we're on the public. Can you put my bag down now? We're on the public pavement.
So I don't want you round that private property anymore, okay? If you are caught there again, I will come back and you can be arrested for it, okay? Do you understand that? I'm giving you a warning for this now. I'm being quite reasonable with you.
Okay, can you tell me which act and which section that is, please?
It's under Section 35 Act, but at the minute I'm giving you a warning.
Section 35 of what?
Yes, it doesn't matter what.
No, it does matter what.
No, okay. This is end of now, okay? Just because you're filming me, it really doesn't intimidate me. It doesn't scare me.
Okay. You don't
You've got a mask
intimidate
on your
me.
face like trying to hide your identity. It doesn't scare me.
You don't intimidate me. You can try and arrest me and anything like that.
All right. Well, I'm going to leave now, okay? And if I catch you on this premises again, okay, it's going to be taken further. You don't need that. You can get on with your day. You can go film some other buildings, okay? Get on with your vlogging business. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is one building that you can't film. Go and film another one.
I'll film what I like them in public.
But that's a private...
The officer demands identification, insisting the auditor must provide his details. This is a critical legal failure, as there is no obligation to identify oneself unless arrested or subject to a specific lawful order. When challenged, the officer resorts to claiming the auditor is being mouthy and harassing staff, despite video evidence showing the staff initiated the interaction. This clip perfectly captures how asserting one's rights is frequently reframed as antisocial behavior when authority feels threatened.
It's publicly accessible. Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act 1972.
Okay, well done.
However, the bit that you were on was part of private land, so you just weren't allowed on that bit. Okay?
Well, it's not government property, is it?
Huh?
Is it not government property?
That bit is government property.
Well, it's public property,
However,
isn't it?
no, it did not in this instance, just because of whatever goes on in there, and I've already had word of it. All right. So just because it's a government building doesn't necessarily mean it's always accessible to the public.
Well,
Okay.
I didn't see any signs or anything, Constable.
I
I
appreciate that, and whatever it might have been, we've just tried to sort it out as the lowest level that we possibly can. Okay,
No problem.
Which is why we've just asked you just to move away from the building and just not.
see, that's
just
fine.
not
If
film
your
from
colleague
here,
had
all
asked
right?
as politely as you
So
are
that's
right
what I
now.
did in the first
No, you
place.
didn't. You give me attitude. You give me lip.
I
You're
did.
acting like you're acting stupid.
I'm not
So
interested in either side now, as long as it's all resolved and we just move on peacefully and quietly. All right.
Yeah, it's fine.
If you're happy with that, lovely.
yeah, see, you've been perfectly polite. Thank you for
But
that.
what I will say is that I'm a
A second officer arrives and attempts to de-escalate, adopting a calmer and more respectful tone. He acknowledges that the land is government property, but claims a specific section is private, offering no clear signage or evidence to support this distinction. While more polite, he still supports a dispersal order, illustrating how even well-meaning officers often uphold unlawful decisions to protect colleagues rather than correct mistakes. The good cop approach softens the delivery, but not the underlying injustice.
for it. If you come back, you can be arrested for breaching 35 notice.
Which act is that? Sorry,
it's part of the Public Order Act.
Public Order Act.
I'll
Yeah.
read it out for
Yeah,
you.
that's
If that
fine.
makes you feel better, I'll read it out.
So it's literally just that.
So antisocial behaviour crime and policing act 2014.
Do you
Yeah.
suspect that I have been committing antisocial behaviour? Because there is a Home Office document that is called the
Mate,
which
listen,
is
I
under
don't
defining
care
the
about
measure.
the Home
Well, you
Office
should care. You should care.
No, I should-
yes,
no,
you
'cause
should
you're just
care.
going on- it's
I think you need to get
completely
retrained. You do. I'm going to
Do
make
I?
a
I
complaint.
think that
Yes,
you
I
need to
am.
move
I'm
away
making a.
from the area.
No, I'm making a complaint about you.
When-
Professional standards.
That's okay, you can do that.
I'm making a professional
Okay.
standards complaint about you. Yep. Here we go. They'll have that as
got
well.
my details?
Yep. I am. Yep. Thank you.
All right, we're done then. See you
Okay.
later.
Bye bye. Off you go. On a joker. Okay, my apologies for having to record the last bit on the phone. The batteries are having a bit, my camera's having a bit of trouble turning on. I'm not going back in there, but just to show you, there they are, they're still there. I'm out in public, so they can't do anything. And they're trying to get me for antisocial behaviour. I'm stood a safe, very, very far distance away here. So if they try anything now, I think her colleague's better educated, so I think he's educating her now, but their attitude was absolutely.
The video concludes with the auditor standing at a clear distance in a public area, documenting the aftermath. The officer attempts to read the legislation from her notes, still unable to explain how antisocial behavior occurred. A complaint to professional standards is announced, highlighting the importance of accountability and independent oversight.